Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off. This game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will get the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Got his man quickly. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's a draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Peppers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something. Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of... Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Okay, ready? Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aggies! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He finds a soft spot in the middle, and they're able to make the tackle. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do that, you change the whole offensive philosophy. When I'm getting tackles for losses and I'm getting you behind the sticks, I get to have even more fun and get after your quarterback and play the pass and not have to worry about the run.
Splits the uprights right.
want to talk about leg talent. That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback adapting. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Using his legs to buy some time. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff to the single running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll ride Davis here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Bringing it back, it's Peppers. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, Irish! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juke.
Open runway ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Texas A&M trying to gig them in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Just trucks through him. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to Davis. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 3rd down, going up top. Finds a tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got...
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think you just got... eager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Peppers. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Gonna let it fly, and he intercepts it. Takes it the other way, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end.
Off he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football
to the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker.
He's taking the shot. He's got it on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the intermediate game and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Power football with the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the fourth time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the running back. At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Let's go. They're getting this guy lathered up. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Aggies are on the move.
Come on, set. Roll it, flip, flip.
Red pass, it's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll ride Davis here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, he makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the give to the back. bowls his way forward. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence if they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets open down the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Slides away. Now improvising. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Steps away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Across the 25, he's got room. He now has 62 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's...
Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
42, Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes his connection. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this...
Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, you look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
On the set.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wants to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. He's loose at the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. On target to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the 4th quarter and you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
And they got him for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A 1st down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on